Did Mattel literally do it again? Remember, Komodo last year, this is the brand new Thailand variant. This was the original Chinese version. They literally made him metallic for no reason at all. But I'm totally here for it. Even the wheels are like an emerald green now. And it looks like Christina Wheeland went from just a flat blue to like a dark metallic blue. So I'm very curious to open her up and see if that's actually true or not. We're going to evaluate, but obviously today we are reviewing both the Thailand variants of JW and Christina Wheeland. We're doing them together because not only were they released in the same case this year, but also they appear in the exact same scene in Cars 1. So they've always been very closely related. There was a point where they were released in a 2-pack together in early 2017. So it just feels right to wombo these together. So let's dive right on in here with their packagings and then we'll unbox them and actually see if Christina's metallic. Jay's definitely not, but I think there's still some cool changes to take a look at between the Thailand version and the original Chinese version. And I actually have Thailand prototypes of both of these because these were both canceled in 2019. So they were supposed to actually come out from Thailand a lot longer ago, like way before 2025. It's actually crazy that they were canceled and then actually ended up happening 6 years later. But anyways, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Like I said though, same case. That case was case R. I did a review and unboxing of that video, or that case. I'll leave the link to that video in the description below and card suggestion pop up in the top right hand corner. I already did all the other cars from that case except for pit crew member Sarge, which I will be doing in the future. But here we have the artwork for JW. Not a big fan that the antenna is hidden behind the Cars logo. Like, I understand the Cars logo, I guess, takes prominence. We don't want that to block part of the logo, but I don't really like how the logo is blocking part of his art because I think it's a great pose, except for the fact that they reused it on Mandy Frudenbender and then Masha Elswrench, who's not even a pickup truck. You guys have already heard my opinion on that. But yeah, he's looking very yellow, a big old banana. On the back, we got some other Case Q and R releases. Daryl, Mario Andretti, and Dexter Hoover are from Case Q, whereas Christina Wheeland and Crew Sarge are Case R. Mater would sign Case Q with these guys. Moving on here, Christina Wheeland. Christina was originally released as a single in 2015. Jay originally released in a 3-pack in 2014 in the Radiator Springs Classic Series with Mia and Tia. So he predated Christina a little bit, but then JW was also released later on in 2015 as a single. Then they united in a 2017 2-pack, like I said. So they have some similar history for sure. But yeah, I always look fondly back on them because they were two new Cars 1 characters that we got well after the release of Cars. And obviously, we ended up getting Keith Cohn, Derek Williams, and some other ones in 2021. But overall, the amount of new characters from Cars 1 after 2010 is very, very low. So that's one reason I like Christina a lot. And she looks metallic to me, guys. I'm not sure how some people are going to feel about me calling her metallic, but I think I'm going to do it. Anyways, the card back's pretty much the same. They just swapped out Christina for Jay, and Mater would sign for Lightning McQueen would sign, which is kind of coincidental, but McQueen would sign debuted a long time ago, I think, in Case P. So nothing new there with him. I'll be right back with both of these all opened up. Okay, yeah, she's definitely metallic. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But before we fully get into that, there they are in Cars 1. Looking cute. Like, are they Mia and Tia's parents? Who knows? I mean, JW, Christina W for Wheeland. It's possible. It could make sense, right? So, yeah, it's kind of cool that Mattel has released all 4 of them like this. Now, I think this is exactly how they appear in the movie, so I think that's pretty cool. But yes, let's begin with the metallic one being Christina. And we also have her Vietnam variant from that Target exclusive 11 pack a few years ago to compare it to. So we have a lot going on here, but I think right off the bat, we can all agree that the Thailand version is different. It's darker, it's shinier, it's metallic. Let's just all be real. I mean, especially compared to the Vietnam version, which is a really bright shade of blue. The Chinese version is a little bit darker, but still, I mean, the Thailand version straight up like Spectra Flame Ransburg finish. So very wild there. But yeah, let's get into this three-way comparison here. Let's actually assort it chronologically like this. And you could see with Vietnam is when that black eyeliner got introduced, and you could see a little bit of the graininess there. But I think Thailand does the eyes a little bit better. I love how she's looking off to the side, reacting to the race, mouth wide open. You can see it's actually a little bit bigger on the Thailand version than it is on the Vietnam version. Pretty much the same as the Chinese version there, though. And yeah, the eyes are very smooth, very crisp on the Chinese version. Don't look incredibly realistic, though. I like the depth added to the Thailand version and a little bit the Vietnam version. The Piston Cup Racing Cup flag here looks solid. Not the clearest decal in the world, but it's better than the Vietnam version, which is very dark and not clear. And the Chinese version's definitely the best here, just based on clarity. Yeah, you guys can easily see that says Racing Series. Yeah, it's just a tinge bit better than what we're working with here. Nothing drastic, but I would definitely take the Chinese version. Although I do like the darker gray staff on the pole there. It's a shade of gray that I think's a little less plasticky looking. And yeah, same for the Vietnam version, another darker gray shade. The grills are different on all of them. The Vietnam version's shorter, which makes no sense. Chinese version, maybe a little thin. Thailand version, long and kind of tall. So they all have their own unique things going for them, and that is not going to change here when we get to the wheels. Look at how different the wheels are on all three versions. So you got like the open spokes on the Vietnam version. The Chinese version is kind of going for that same thing, but they like clogged the spokes with plastic filament. And the Thailand version has the hole in the middle of the hubcap there for the access, or the axle, not axis. So yeah, everything's different. Like, it's kind of crazy between these three versions how wildly just distinct they are. But yeah, I mean, they all have plastic side view mirrors. I guess that's a commonality. License plate, let's see if that's consistent. Wow, the Thailand version's so small, but it is 73WJS. Can't read what the text above it says, naturally, because it's a blurry decal. Let's see if we can read it on the Chinese version. What does that say? Bell? I can't read that either. It is small, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. I think it's the clearest on the Vietnam version, though, if we're being honest, which is surprising considering the flag is horrible. Yeah, not bad. Doesn't have to be perfect. The windows are all pretty opaque, pretty gray. Just, I mean, you guys can't look me straight in the face and say that the Thailand version's not metallic. I mean, look at the shade of blue. It's just utterly on a different plane of existence. So it's going in the title. Like, you could bet your bottom dollar I am referring to this as metallic Christina Wheeland from now on, who has a date stamp of T50A, which means she was made on during the 50th week of 2025 at the A factory. Let's see when all these other ones are made. Let's see if I can guess. So here's the Chinese version. I definitely got it in 2015 when she was first released, and I think she was kind of like mid-year, maybe a little closer to the beginning of the year. So let's go with, and remember, they did exactly to the day. I'm going to say 107.5. So 107.5 EAA. Wow, I'm not too far off, guys. I'm off by like 35 days. 0725 EAA. That's not so shabby. But, yep. And the Vietnam version, I really have no idea. Let's see here. 218th day of 2021. Yeah, because that was a later. I remember I reviewed that for the 12 days of Christmas that year. So that makes sense. All checks out. I'm just astonished at how different all three of them are. And then last but not least is the prototype from her Thailand 2019 cancellation. So you have different wheels like all together. I love all the colors. You got the teal, beige, lime green body, red plastic accessories, clear windows. So really cool. I don't think she was necessary in 2019. It's not one of the cancellations of that year that I'm weeping about, unlike the racing tractors. And obviously, of course, you had some of those crew chiefs that are now getting uncanceled. But still, Christina Wheeland didn't really move the needle for me. But JW, you're up next, my friend. And right off the bat, I like the eyes way better. The brighter blue and slightly enlarged eyes bring him to life a little bit more. So I'm a fan of that. You have the black eyeliner there, which also kind of makes him pop. So I appreciate that. A little grainy on the staff there for the pole. Piston cup, it's got kind of a weird plastic flare there. I do like the silver bumper, though, on the Chinese version. Now it's kind of a gray plastic-y shade, which isn't ideal. Side view mirrors. You went from like silver wheels to gray wheels, kind of ugly wheels if we're being real. Ooh, this isn't nice. Look at that. Why is there a yellow stripe? It's like the black paint just couldn't get fully in the bed there. That's disgusting. Ugh. Oh my God, that's also gross. I hate when my camera does that. But yeah, I don't know why they couldn't complete the entire bed like the Chinese version was able to do here. That's close. There are some missing, some stretches, some patches where it didn't fully paint it black, but it's much better than the Thailand version. Ooh, the license plate on my Thailand version looks messed up. Oh my God, what the hell is that, Mattel? Some word vomit right there. 4RBJ8, maybe? Yeah, 4RBJ8. Yeah, I cannot believe they screwed it that badly. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. Oh well. So, Christina's definitely better than Jay. I mean, maybe if you made Jay gold, that would be cool. He is T49A, so 1 week before, or 46A, so actually, wow, way before Christina. But I got these from different cases, not like I got it from the same store, so that's understandable. Ooh, let's see if I can guess this one now. So 2013, I think it was, I'm going to guess 175 3 EAA. Dang it. Not as close with that one. 283, so I was off by like 108 days, 107, 8 days, whatever I said. All right, I'll take it. Not a bad game to play. I like that game. All right, and now your prototypes are up, bud. So, although not as colorful, this is still the canceled Thailand 2019 version here. You could even see on the base there, made in Thailand. You got the FL6 or the FLL66 product code, which we know is JW's, as you can see there, FLL66, and it's not on the original version, but that's always been his code. Yeah, the beige in the back. I think the wheels are the same as what he ended up getting, just, yeah, not painted. And yeah, red, again, to match Christina for the accessories and the side view mirrors. And the dark blue. I'll take it. I have another prototype, actually, in which she's coded here. So I assume, yeah, this guy, yeah, quite a bit earlier. T34, so 12 weeks before the official one here was made. 0010, so the 10th sample of the batch, I guess. And yeah, you can see actually quite a few differences that they improved upon that I'm very happy about. You can see how they improved upon painting the bed there. They missed that whole chunk of where the bump out is for the tire. Although they did get all the way up to the edge there. They were able to get the flat surface of it all black. But yeah, the official version improved upon that. They just couldn't get all the way up to the end of the bed there. But I would prefer like this than that. Yeah, I mean, those missing paint sections on the bump outs are really disgusting. And the license plate's pretty much trash on both. Yeah, interesting to kind of take a look at the differences there between a 12-week difference. So good stuff. I do have some more comparisons for Jay because there are some other cars similar to him, whereas Christina is actually a unique model. So this is not 100% match, but closest thing in 2010 with the bumper save crew chief here. Technically the same model of pickup truck with a couple slight modifications. Then he ended up getting re-released in 2020. Ben Dordan, he got a name as well. But again, not a perfect match because he's all die-cast metal, whereas JW has the plastic bumper there. But you could see the other similarities. Same wheels, just different colors. Same windows and all that. Same big door handles. And obviously, if you remember, Mandy Frudenbender got released last year with a identical model. So yeah, Ben Dordan, a little different. Mandy Frudenbender, exact same though. Because you got that gray bumper there. And everything just kind of fits in a little bit more. And yep, same exact colors on the wheels too there. Good stuff. Christina, couple lookalikes, I would say. I mean, again, she is a unique model, a unique sedan. Jamie here, similar color and shape, but that's a coupe. Johnny, similar shape, coupe though. Similar color, but J. Lowly is a coupe. So don't really have any good comparisons for Christina Wheeland. Kind of nice that she's her own unique model that does not happen all that often. Unless it's a main character, obviously. But guys, let me know in the comments below, who do you prefer, JW or Christina Wheeland? Out of the variants, I think obviously we would give the nod to Christina. I think she's just better quality, and she's metallic now, which is awesome. But I would probably overall go with JW just because I like pickup trucks like that. But yeah, I mean, they're both great. They're possibly married, so there's some lore we could headcanon off of. But yeah, thanks guys, as always, for watching. I will see you next time for another video. Bye now.